If you're trying to choose one AI video model in 2026, stop scrolling. Because today, I'm testing 3 of the most hyped AI video models: WAN 2.6, Kling 2.6, and Seedance 1.5 Pro, using the exact same prompt and the exact same rules. By the end of this video, you will know exactly which model deserves your money and which one is just hype. We'll run the comparison in 2 main phases: text to video, image to video. And in each phase, we'll judge the results on 4 key parameters: prompt obedience, motion and physics, actions and continuity, audio realism. And here's the twist: I'm running all of this on Dzine AI, an all-in-one AI creative platform. Inside Dzine AI, you get top-tier image generators, editors, and advanced video models, all inside one single interface. No jumping between tools, no juggling subscriptions, just a clean, fair, transparent testing environment. Let's start with the most important test: pure text to video. I'm inside the video section, and I input this prompt. A highly detailed male athlete with silver-white spiky hair and deep brown eyes is training in a professional boxing gym. I select Kling 2.6, choose a 16:9 aspect ratio, set the duration to 10 seconds, and keep the resolution at 1080p. Now, while this generates, keep something important in mind. Most AI videos don't fail because they look bad. They fail because they don't behave like real cameras. Real cinema is about motion logic, weight, and cause and effect. That's what we're testing. Here's the result. Prompt obedience is strong. Now let's talk about motion and physics. Punches feel fast, controlled, and weighted. Gloves collide naturally with the heavy bag. After punching, the character steps back naturally, wipes sweat with the towel, and hydrates from the water bottle, exactly as described. Audio is solid. Punch impacts line up with visuals. Overall, Kling 2.6 delivers a very strong text-to-video result. Now, let's move on to WAN 2.6, using the exact same prompt. And this one feels very different. Compared to Kling, this looks more like a 3D animated demo than a cinematic human-like scene. At a surface level, WAN follows the prompt, but the prompt specifies one lightning-shaped scar. WAN adds multiple scars. Motion is the bigger issue. Punches lack control. The bag interaction doesn't feel physical. Everything feels floaty, rubbery, and over-smoothed. The towel and water bottle appear suddenly, without believable cause and effect. And the sweating? That's a lot. Audio is present, but it feels layered on top of the scene, not naturally embedded inside it. All right, now let's move to Seedance 1.5 Pro. Seedance does a solid job. Hair, clothing, gym environment, all accurate. The scar is present, but not clearly lightning-shaped. Motion and physics are good, punches connect naturally, the bag reacts with believable momentum. But there's a continuity issue. The towel suddenly appears, then morphs into a water bottle, and the towel disappears entirely. That's not a hard cut. It feels like object morphing, which breaks realism. Audio is better than WAN, still slightly generated. Overall, Seedance beats WAN, but still falls short of Kling. So after Phase 1, Kling sets the benchmark. For Phase 2, I'll use one single reference image and give it to every model. This is the exact image I'll be giving to every model. Now, I'm uploading this image here. And for Phase 2, I'm starting again with Kling 2.6. Next, I'm pasting in my animation prompt. This prompt is designed to test realistic motion, clean microactions, and continuity. Not flashy movement, but controlled, cinematic realism. Alright, everything is set. I'm selecting Kling 2.6, and now I'm generating the video. Okay, the video is generated. And honestly, this is extremely solid. Kling absolutely nails this. Motion is grounded, no object drift, no finger jumping, no morphing. Microactions are clean, audio fits naturally. Kling 2.6 dominates Phase 2. Just like before, I'm using the same reference image and the same animation prompt. And now I'm generating the video using WAN 2.6. To be fair, WAN does follow the prompt, but visually, the video feels over-smoothed. And here's the major issue. When interacting with the napkin, the fingers and napkin morph through each other. That should never happen physically. Alright, now let's move on to the third model, and this is Seedance 1.5 Pro. So the image is uploaded, the prompt is the same. Seedance looks cinematic at first, but when the character lifts the coffee cup, a second handle appears. When the cup is placed back, that handle disappears. That's a major object consistency failure. So in Phase 2, Kling 2.6 remains the clear winner. Alright, there's one last feature I want to show you. Most AI tools stop at generating visuals, but Dzine AI goes one step further with multi-character lip sync, and this is something you don't really see anywhere else right now. I'm on the Dzine AI homepage, and right here you can see a dedicated lip sync section. I'll click on that. Now the first thing it asks me to do is upload an image. I already have a reference image prepared. It has 4 different characters. This is perfect for testing multi-character lip sync. Once the image is uploaded, Dzine AI automatically detects the faces. You can see that I can manually select them, so I'm selecting face 1, 2, 3, and 4. As you can see, it forms separate speakers from a single image. Each speaker can have their own voice and dialogue. Let's start with speaker 1. I'll click on speaker 1, and here I have 2 options. I can either upload an audio file, or I can use text-to-speech. I'll use text-to-speech. So I'll paste in the first dialogue, select a voice from the library. There's a huge selection here. Once the voice is selected, I click Generate Audio. Now I repeat the same process for the other 3 speakers. Each one gets a different dialogue, and I also choose different voice tones. Alright, now all 4 voices are generated. Next, I adjust the timeline. This is important because I don't want all 4 people talking over each other. So I simply drag and reposition each dialogue so the conversation flows naturally, one speaker after another. Once everything is aligned, I click Generate Video. And this is the final result.
Wait, this is crazy. We're all talking from one image.
Normally, I'd have to generate 4 separate videos for this.
And each face stays perfectly in sync. That's impressive.
This could change how dialogue scenes are made.
All 4 characters are lip-synced at the same time from one single image, each speaking their own dialogue with accurate mouth movement and clean facial motion. This is exactly why this feature stands out. If you're creating conversations, skits, dialogue scenes, podcasts, or multi-speaker content, this alone can save you hours of work.